What's up, everybody? What up, homies? Homiettes? Yo, thanks for coming, y'all. I appreciate the love. Man, I've been in Atlanta for almost, 18 years now. And there's a lot of bad musicians in Atlanta. And I brag about y'all everywhere I go. I'm like, you come to Atlanta, you better have your stuff together. You know, you go to one of these jam sessions, you might get blazed. So I'm proud of all of y'all, man. Like Charles, I'm gonna call names out. Charles is out with India Irie, Charles Lamont. Give him a holler, give him some love, y'all. We gotta appreciate our own. I'm gonna say that junk tonight. Who else? Ken Chapman, that's right. Another dope drummer. Man, I gotta go through the whole list. Jeremy Haynes, Quentin Robinson, Wendell Holmes, Jordan Hemby, Devin Taylor. Who else? Who else? Give me some names. Sticks, Stan, everybody, Sticks. Who? Who's Jonathan Davis? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I don't know everybody's name. See, I'm about to get in trouble now. I'm about to get in trouble. Jonathan Davis is a beast on drums, actually. Yes. All the young guys that's coming up under us, for real, y'all, for real. All the young guys that's coming up under us, they're looking at us as examples. So we really got to show them what to do. Because this new generation coming out now is crazy. They got a lot going on, and they see a lot of things that we hadn't seen when we were younger, and so we just got to be examples for them. You know, like take them in as little brothers. My boy Devin hit here last month, and I came to see him, and he just killed this place, and I was very proud of him. And just Sticks is a crazy drummer, yo. Oh my God. So I'm just happy to be a part of the team and the crew and the fraternity that we have. Because y'all know all over the world, drummers are like a fraternity. We're brothers, There's a lot of animosity between cats and at times and all, but I don't really have time for that. We all trying to work. We all trying to be cool and live and have a good life. And that's all I'm trying to represent is living good and just, spreading good energy, you know what I'm saying? And through music, we bond, jam sessions, either on the road, it's a bigger picture than just, playing drums, it's a community thing. And Sonny Emery, when I met him when I was really young, he took me under his wing. Dennis Chambers took me in the same way, Jeff Tane Watts. I was playing a lot of straight ahead stuff, and Jeff took me in and showed me a whole bunch of stuff with Wynton Marsalis and Branford Marsalis. So it's just been a journey for me, and I'm almost 42 now. I'll be 42 in March, and it's been a crazy journey. It's been great. It's been a lot of ups and a lot of downs, but at the end of the day, I can say that it's just been a great experience. And I'm here playing with my homie Phil Davis. I've been playing with him since I moved to Atlanta. And every time we get together, it turns into something. So just be ready, because we're going to do something. And Kevy been playing with us since the Yin Yang days and all like that. Kevy's like, he's going worldwide now. He's playing with Chris, Dave, and the drum heads a lot. Darrell Freeman is like one of the baddest bass players in the world, right? Yeah. And he lives in Atlanta, so we proud of our own. So we're gonna play a few songs, and if you guys have any kind of questions while in between, I think we're gonna play like 3 songs, because then I'm gonna open it up and let everybody like jam and stuff like that, because they didn't have time the last time. But I think we got an okay sound check. Hopefully everything sounds cool, and then we can just keep going. All right. So this first song we're gonna do. You'll figure it out when you hear it. I think you'll know it when you hear it. But I'm gonna start something with the percussionists first, and let them talk a little bit, and then we're gonna go into the song. Hey Jennifer, I got a towel behind you over there, sitting over there, like on top of that thing. Thank you. Can you throw it to me? I'm already sweating up here. Stop sleeping. Boom. Thank you. All right, Jennifer. Give it up for Jennifer Bliss, y'all. Guitar player, Edith's Wish. They used to be like real smashing around here back in the day. All girl band, like Much love to Beyonce's band and all of them, but Edith's Wish, they used to rock out, yo. So much love to them. Get off your phone, man. You ready? No, it's just. Oh, y'all start. One. These are batas that these guys are playing right now. Bata drums. Kevin Williams on saxophone. Wolfpack. Oh! Phil Davis on keyboards. Me and Phil played with George Duke for like 17 years. And he just passed away not too long ago. And it was a big loss for us and the world. And he really did a lot for both of us. I know I can speak for you, Phil, too, right? And catch my breath on that. He gave me opportunities that he could have given to any other cat in the world. There were songs that he had that I couldn't even play, really. And he would send me tapes, and they would be counting out stuff, you know, because him and Billy Cobham and cats like that used to do a lot of odd meter stuff. And, you know, it was like really, really difficult stuff. Ndu Chancellor was also playing with him a lot. And he saw something in me and asked me to join the band. I think around 96, something like that. There was one really cool show that we did in Montreux Jazz Festival in 97. And you can see that on YouTube. And Larry Kimpel was playing bass, and Jonathan Butler was playing guitar, and Rochelle Farrell was singing, and one of our other guys was playing, Brian Simpson, right? He was playing keys. So it was just a great experience playing with George. I'm going to play one of his songs after this next song that I'm gonna do. But yeah, that has some odd meter stuff in there. But y'all, I think y'all heard us play it before, but I don't think we've done it with Darrell before. So that'll be totally different. But there's a song, me and Phil used to play in a group called The Chronicle. And I don't know, like everywhere me and Phil goes, it feels like it's The Chronicle. That's The Chronicle to me first. Like, I mean, much respect to the other guys that was in the band. Avery Johnson, who's a great bass player. L Rock, who played keys also. And he was all about playing Moog and OB8 keyboards, all vintage stuff. And we had a really cool vibe around town here in Atlanta, and we actually collaborated with a lot of artists and musicians too from that. Did some records with Goody Mob and Too Short, and you know, some rap stuff, because we were like a hip hop band, hip hop fusion band. So you know, these hip hop cats are really respecting the fact that we were fusing those genres together. So they didn't understand what it was, but they liked it. You know, Eric Sermon, Keith Murray, Lil Jon, the other Lil Jon, before he became like Lil Jon and the East Side Boys. He worked at So Def. And so yeah, I'm just giving a little history on, you know, our background being here in Atlanta, my Philly background. Spanky, Brian Fraser Moore, Eric Booty, Eric Tribbett, played with Jill for a long time in the beginning, smashing bands with Terry Tribbett on bass and all. But just a lot of history in coming up in my generation, following cats like Joel Smith, Jeff Davis, Gerald Hayward. They were our peers, you know, and we looked up to them and they looked up to us, and it was just like a really cool, how you call it, like collaboration of all of us together back then. Marvin Winans' son, Skeeter, yeah. Him. It was a different vibe in the 90s, you know. The 90s was crazy. Like if you weren't like doing stuff in the 90s, at your age bracket, there was just a different energy in the music business in the 90s. And in the 2000s, it just kind of changed. And, you know, we're trying to get that camaraderie back, you know, and less competition, you know. Like everybody's competing against each other, but everybody has their own sound, you know. And I appreciate a lot of cats, especially in here too, when I go see him play Charles. Oh my God, Charles is an amazing drummer himself. I saw him play at a play, and I was sitting like right almost close to the pit, and I'm like, who is that playing drums, you know? And we met, and he told me, man, I'm trying to get on the road and do some things, get out of this play stuff and all. And
I'm thinking about moving to Atlanta. I said, man, come on down, man, see what's up, you know. Around that time, it was a lot more going on. And then another thing about that, Atlanta will not have a music scene without y'all. We make up the Atlanta music scene. And if we don't do something, ain't nothing gonna happen around here. So I'm encouraging everybody to like, do your own thing somewhere. I mean, find a spot. You know, if there isn't a spot that's willing to have a band there or something, like find somewhere to just start up something. I'll support it, because I like going out, and I like, y'all know me, I like hanging out, go to the bar, drink some, you know, play, whatever, like, I'll support it, you know, but it's just been a lack of musicality in Atlanta, and there's so many dope musicians here, and I'm just requesting that we try to make some things happen, you know, on your own. Like we had Yin Yang Cafe, we did that every Thursday night for like 4 years, you know, and it was packed every week, and it was just a good vibe. So, you know, learn some songs, you know, stop playing the same stuff over and over. Singers, sing some other songs. There's a whole list of songs y'all could be playing and singing, you know. I'm just like, jeez. I mean, that Yellow Jackets tune, I've always wanted to play that, but we never had a chance to get it together. Me and Phil, we you know, we love stuff like that, and you know, we got together yesterday and went over this. I just got back from Trinidad and went straight to the studio, and we all rehearsed some of this stuff last night. Tired and everything, but you know, we took the time to just at least get some things together. And I would say, you know, if y'all got some bands, some groups, Devin, all of y'all get together, you know, vibing is great. I love it, because y'all can vibe all day long, but write some songs, you know, go in the studio, cut the junk, put it on a CD, sell a CD, take it to another city, play it in another city and smash, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't let Atlanta be the only place that you're gonna do something, you know? Like, expand your horizon, you know, and just go for it, man, you know? So, I don't know, something told me to just tell y'all that real quick. But I appreciate all of y'all. Y'all some bad dudes, and I just want to hear some original music from all of y'all. And when I go to some of these clubs, you know, Patchy or any of these places, I want to hear some other songs. There's millions of songs that the singers can be singing. You know, if they just give it to the band ahead of time, like, hey, check this out. You know, here's a CD of it. You know, or do you know this such song that's on the radio? Can y'all put that together real quick? Like, don't keep singing the same songs every week. You know, because I'm like, come on, man. You know, there's so much more that we can do. Anyway, so this song was written by Phil Davis. It's called Venom. And yeah, it's a cool tune. I tracked this on his record, so yeah. You gotta turn it up. Couldn't hear nothing. It was fine when I started. So yeah, that was written by Phil Davis. He writes some really dope stuff. I don't know. Whatever you did, it turned the track down in here. Oh, it blew out. This speaker? Ooh, that's not good. All right, we'll just try to keep going.
We asked Wes's.
Yeah.
What was the meter?
Oh, that was all 4. Yeah. But yeah, we're definitely playing around with the rhythm on that one. But this next one is definitely going to have some meter changes on it. Can y'all hear everything out there that we're doing? Okay. That's my main thing, yo, huh? The what? The piano's a little loud. Okay, so bring the piano down a little bit in the house. Thank you. Okay, so that brings up another thing for me here. Preparation. Show up on time. Please, for your gigs. On the road or off the road. Have your gear together. The right gear. If you play drums, don't leave your sticks at home. If you play bass, don't leave your bass case in the garage. Like, come on. And I know some people that do it. Get to the gig and be like, oh, I left my bass at home. How you do that? Be cool with the rest of the guys you're working with, you know? You ain't gotta get along. But just be cordial while you're on the road or whatever work that you're doing. Because at the end of the day, we're working, you know? So don't let somebody's whack attitude mess you up for your gig, you know what I'm saying? And I've run into a lot of jerks like that. So on the road, you gotta live with them on the bus for however many months or whatever, or weeks, you know. You just gotta get along and make it work. You know, we all trying to make a living doing this, and you know, it's a blessing for us to play and make money doing it, right? Because we could be flipping burgers, right? So, and I don't mean to chirp, you know, preach or nothing, but for real, like I've had a 20+ year career just playing music, and you know, I thank God for that. So it just pays to be professional and be cool, and you know, like I get a lot of calls, you know, from other cats that might be better than me just because of my attitude, you know. So, I mean, I don't claim to be the best drummer in the world or nothing. I don't even want to be. I just want to be known for what I do, and then affect somebody. So, this song that we're going to do now, any questions while I'm going? I'm open for whatever, any questions. Wayne.
Could you tell us about those great sounding cymbals?
Wayne Thornton, y'all, another dope drummer. No, for real. I'm calling you out for real because you're an awesome drummer. Come on, Wayne. These are my new cymbals that I've been using. I've been with Sabian for 20 years, and that brings up another subject is when you're endorsed with these companies, like give the loyalty to them, you know, and hopefully they'll give the loyalty back to you. If they don't, then you have grounds to move on, you know, like a relationship. If a relationship isn't working, find somebody else that's gonna work with you, you know, so, right, amen. So these are Zion cymbals. Devin Taylor's playing them now. But yeah, these are my brands right here. I made these. I just went to Istanbul not too long ago and met the guys that make these. And you know, I really like them a lot. I don't play stuff that I don't like. And I'm not gonna play them because I get them for free or whatever the deal might be, but I seriously have to love what I play. So I love these cymbals, they sound great. I'd say check them out if you can, you know. Zion has a website, you can check them online, or you can either order some stuff, if not mine, you can order some other line. They have a bunch of lines in their department. So the guy that makes these now, he used to be with Supernatural Cymbals, if you guys know Supernatural. So yeah, I like them a lot. You like them? All right, cool. So this song is the George Duke song that we used to play with him on the road. It's called Rush Hour. And this has a lot of different meters in it. The bridge has like, what is it, 9, 6, 9, 9. Okay, so a bar of 9, a bar of 6, a bar of 9, and then back to 5, 5-4. Okay, here we go. Rush Hour. Yeah. If it's bad, I'll just say stop. Any questions about that song? No? Okay.
Play it again.
Right, I can't hear it. It's the worst. I can't hear the track in the monitor, so it's a little difficult. Thank you. Charles, I think it's probably time for you to take over, bro. KB in the house. What up, yo? Another dope drummer.
Cameraman. Turn me up in the speakers in my house monitor. In the house monitor. God bless you. Make some noise for Little John Roberts.